Hi everyone, my name is Nick Hardy and today I'm gonna tell you what it was like to learn game development for the past month. So when I realized that quarantine is not gonna end soon, I decided to pick up a new skill because sitting at home and doing nothing is very boring. And my decision was to learn Unity because I always wanted to try to be a game developer. First thing I did, I downloaded Unity and there was a bunch of Unity free courses that I wanted to try, but they were quite terrible for the beginners. So I tried to follow instructions of Unity course, but it didn't help me at all because I didn't learn how to scale things, I didn't learn how to move around in the software, and everything just was so broadly explained that for my beginner level it was not helpful. At the point where they told me to change already given C# code, I realized that it's not for me and I need to do more basic stuff. So after that I deleted the standard Unity course project and started thinking, what can I do next? So I googled how to learn Unity at a more basic level. And I found this guy Brekkies who explained how to create a simple game in a wonderful playlist where he explained step by step how to set up health system, how to set up movement, and etc. After one day of completing this YouTube course, I had this result. I was so happy about the result that I've got just from one YouTube playlist that I decided to make this game more interesting. So I created the textures, I started experimenting with features, I made blocks breakable, I added enemies, score system, and played a little bit with jump mechanics. At one point where I decided to add explosions to this project, I found this YouTube blogger Danny who drinks milk and also show how he creates the games. At some point I saw how he created a very cool explosion and I wanted to do it myself, and the problem was that I had no idea how to work with the particle system, how to attach sprites, how to create sprites, so I was so annoyed by it that I thought, okay, this is going nowhere, my game has a bunch of useless features, so I need to start at the very beginning and learn C# so I can create solid base for my game and also make it more meaningful. So to learn C# and Unity more fundamentally, I found the 3D Unity course at Udemy. The plan was to learn at least something for 1 or 2 hours a day. The first section of the lecture was to learn a terminal hacker where you just can print a simple C# programs. After 4 or 5 hours, I learned how to use basic C#, what are methods and what are the classes. After terminal hacker section, there was rocket boost section where you learn how to apply velocity on an object, how to create particle system, how to create checkpoints, load levels, and etc. So I was quite happy about my progress at this time because I already completed 14 or 15 hours of the course. So I was quite happy to proceed with the next section, Railway Shooter. This section was about creating a game where you are a pilot and when you can shoot and dodge from the obstacles or enemies. The first section of the course was lasting about 7-8 hours, so after 25 hours of the courses, I learned quite a bit. I learned new methods, I learned how to use particle systems, I learned how to create bullets, health systems, and etc. But the problem was that I still cannot freely or at least comfortably code on a C#. After that, I thought that I need additional knowledge about C# code and Unity game creation, so I joined a couple Facebook groups and Discord chats. And there I also saw people that were uncomfortable in coding in C# and I realized that I had a very high expectation of myself because after 1 month of learning, you basically are still nowhere. You're just understanding the basics and have quite a lot of things to learn. So I proceeded with the next section of the course about how to create tower defense game, and actually it was my favorite part of the course because I already understood and could complete challenges that lecturers gave me. I felt more freely, I created my own particle systems, I created my own effects, post-processing effects. After this section of the course I applied to the game jam to test my skills, and also because a lot of people mentioning that game jam help you learn in a very short period of time a lot of stuff, and basically if you want to be a good game designer or game developer, you need to learn more by yourself. So the game jam theme was time, and actually at this point I have quite a lot of struggles with it because it's quite hard to create good and not typical game mechanics about time, where you don't use bullet time effects or rewind effects that you can find on basic YouTube search. My first idea was to create a character that lives for 10 or 20 seconds and dies after that, and respawns in 1 year. So when you come back to the level, you see your skeleton, and with the help of it, you can solve some puzzles. But unfortunately for now this idea didn't work, so I'm trying to find new ways to complete this game jam. And let's see what happens. So this was my 1 month of game development with Unity. Thank you for watching and see you later.